smell this. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry.
Put it up there.
Wait a minute.
Let him get
What
it.
is that? Sorry. Cy Rosenthal!
He did it.
Thank you very much. Do it again. Cy Rosenthal! Sorry, I'm sorry, Bobbie.
John Ritter is not well.
No, I'm ill. I have very sore cantaloupes.
And not only that, he writes on the soles of his shoe. What have you got there? Skin deep is what?
Skin deep is amusing to me, actually. How many L's in actually? How many? 2? 3?
Anyway, good to see you, John.
Nice to see you.
Wonderful to see you. I think Skin Deep's going to be a big hit for you
Oh,
people.
great. Oh, I hope so. We really put a lot of our bodies into it.
Well, now that you brought it up.
Excuse me, I didn't mean to bring it up, but Blake made me.
Did you have any reservations about doing this movie?
I talked to my wife Nancy about it. I said, now Nancy, you know, while we used to refer to Three's Company as a television sex farce, well, this movie makes Three's Company look like Mother Goose. And she said, what do you mean? I said, and I don't mean a goose like a bird. I mean, I'm saying that this is a very adult-oriented comedy.
So,
Cy Rosenthal!
by that, do you mean you're not going to let your children see it?
I told my children, actually, that I wasn't making a movie this summer. I told them I was in a health resort. They think, and I'm going to deny that it's me because I'm wearing a beard. They'll never know it's their father. I said, no, that's Jeff Bridges.
But when they hear everybody on television talking about it, they're going to say, hey.
You think I let my children watch that filth that's on television? Do you know what's on these shows these days? Why, it's enough to make your hair curdle.
Did you know?
My kids will have a sense of humor, and also the movie talks a lot about safe sex, you know, which is in this day and age, you know, it's very important.
How old are your children?
I have no idea. No, actually, they're pre-puberty. They're all pre-puberty. 9, 7, and 4.
They might be a little young for this.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'll wait for the cartoon Saturday morning version of Skin Deep to come out. Boy, can you do things with animation.
Did you know going into it that you would have to be parading around in your jockey shorts?
No, I didn't. I thought, I read an earlier version where I was a monk, and I had a lot of robes on. And as a matter of fact, I didn't know I was going to have to be naked. Blake made me do it. Blake Edwards, he had, I don't know where he got these photographs. I was so young and I needed the money, and he was going to blackmail me, so I had to do whatever he said. And also, I respect him very much as a person.
Are you ready, John, for the rest of your natural life to have people come up to you and say, ah, glows in the dark? Are you going to be able to handle that?
To handle what?
They're going to
handle glowing?
They're going to. That's going to be your image.
Of glowing in the dark? I'm very proud of my glow, and I'll just, you know, I mean, actually, I am very happy with that scene. I think it's a scene. I know which scene you're talking about. The illuminating sex scene, safe sex scene. I think it's sort of like a, you know, an educational little public service announcement. For condoms, and I'm very humiliated by the whole thing. No, actually, I'm very proud of it, and then I get humiliated, and then I'm proud again, and then I'm in deep therapy, Bobbie, is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm going to 7 different therapists trying to find the right one to explain how screwed up Blake has made me.
Talk about physical comedy, because you have some really choice moments in this one with the physical comedy. And I know that's something that must come somewhat naturally to you.
It made me laugh when I was a young boy. It made me laugh to see the universal comedy, which is the comedy without words. Silent movies were loved all over the world because you didn't need to speak English to laugh. The clowns in those days did it all with their bodies, and I always thought, I love a good joke, I love witticism, I love Blake's dialogue, but the thing, I can really, really laugh at somebody expressing all the different emotions of the human condition with just their body in different parts.
Could you do physical comedy as a little kid? I mean, would you amuse your parents?
Do you know what I would amuse my friends with? I remember on a beach one time, I did a guy getting in a fight with an invisible man. And I mean a violent, violent fight where the invisible man wins, of course, because the other guy can't see him. And it was a very funny thing. It used to be like a thing I would do at parties. You know, I'd single-handedly destroyed houses. And I don't know why. It was just, and also it was a little violent, sort of a hostile thing to do, you know, to myself. I mean, can you imagine beating myself up for other people's amusement? Never thought of it that way.
John, I've been saying all along, you're not a well man.
I am very ill. I am very, very, very ill.
Have you spelled all those words right?
No, I think I put too many L's in actually.
Now, 3 is one too many.
3 is one too many. Okay. Actual.
So, what else do you want to talk about?
Well, I would like to apologize to all the people that I'm going to mortally offend by doing this movie, but it's my kind of film.
Now, wait a minute. You want to apologize?
No, I was lying. I don't care. No, actually, I think people will like it. I've been to different screenings of it, and the people seem to really think it's pretty funny. And also, it says some serious things. But I'm pretty giddy because I'm not very well today. It's way past my bedtime.
Would you take your mom to see it?
No. Yeah, I would take my mom to see it. And then I'd say, quick, there's a fire during a certain scene, and we'd run out to the lobby and say, I'm only joking, let's go back in, and by then a couple of scenes will be over with.
You may not be well, but you think fast on your feet.
Yeah, well, God, I'm in some trouble here.
John, it is good to see you.
I'm sorry, Bobbie. I usually am more subdued. I'm more subdued a person, and usually I am wearing underwear, but I don't know what came over me today.
You heard it here. John, you are fun.
Help me.
And I look
Heal me,
to
Bobbie. Heal me. Thank you. Oh, well, I've totally ruined my... I mean, I've been randy before, but that was the sickest I've ever...